Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I want to take the time to give a thanks to everybody that's been watching the channel. It's made coming out here working during the winter times a lot funner and a little bit more exciting for me. I enjoy doing this type of stuff, and I really enjoy sharing the experience and sharing the knowledge with other people, and it makes me really happy that other people enjoy watching the videos too. So I want to give a special thanks to everybody that's been watching the channel so far and pretty much helping getting it going here. We made it, I think I got 120 subscribers or something like that, and that's it's a lot better than I thought that I'd be doing. I didn't realize how interesting some of this stuff was to people, but like I said, it makes me really happy that you guys are enjoying it. Keep the comments coming. I love the comments. I love reading them. I read every one of them. If you ever think like I'm coming off like an a-hole or anything, that's, I don't know, through text messages it's hard to relay your personality through the text messages. So if you ever read something and think that I'm coming off as kind of a pompous or being an asshole or anything like that, I'm not meaning to. It's just the way it's coming across in the text message, guys. So that in mind, today I got the last video. I realized that I did not show, well, what happened, I didn't get the camera going and I didn't get it recorded when I was racking the valves. So we're going to do the heat cycle on this, and then when I retorque the head and redo the valves, I'll make sure that I get a good detailed process on how you rack them. It's a pretty simple process. Get number 1 top dead, then you can do 1, 2, 4, and 6, and then you go another rotation, get number 4 on top dead, then you can do 3, 5, 7, and 8, and then pretty simple way of getting number 1 on top dead. Obviously take the spark plug out and you figure that out, which one's going to be on top dead on the correct stroke for 1, but then you can take this off and you see where your number 1 here, if it's pointing at your number 1, you know that you're on number 1 top dead instead of number 4. So yeah, another thing, BIBSTER. Well, I guess I'll start off. If you guys have been watching me, you might have seen BIBSTERS Repair Shop. It's got a great channel on there. Does kind of similar stuff to this. And he's got some other plans for his channel coming up that I'm excited to see, and I know he's excited about. He works on green stuff mainly, and when I say that, a lot of my Allis Chalmers aficionados, their hearts drop. They're like, oh, green stuff, we're not going to check that out. And I know BIBSTER's going, you better tell him what kind of green. So anyway, he works on Oliver's. Right now he's working on a Super 88 that he's getting ready for pulling, and he's actually going to come pull with the club that I'm a member of, Riverbend, next year. So it's kind of fun for me. I get to watch the competition come up, and that 88 will be in direct competition with my D17 that I pull. So good luck, BIBSTER, on that. Coming to get some stiff competition, not to toot my own horn, but good luck, good luck. I hope you do well. I really hope that your competition, because right now we don't have very much competition, and I really hope that your tractor, well, I was saying that wrong. The Oliver 88s are stiff competition, let's put it that way. And I'm excited to see another tractor that's going to compete with my tractor coming to the pulls. Let's put it that way. And he seemed like a real smart guy and paying attention to things, so you should be able to figure it out pretty quick. And any information, I'm definitely willing to help you out, give you some tips and tricks that I use. So let me know. We'll get together and talk about that. But you'll notice that I got actually this is my daughter's Chromebook that I bought them for doing the homeschooling. We're doing homeschooling, and if they've seen this out here, they probably have a fit. But I got it laid down here on this so that it doesn't get all oily and stuff. But we're gonna do the Russian doll. We're gonna see how many videos we can get here, BIBSTER. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue that. And then I got another kind of a neat thing to look at here. It's the story, the Allis Chalmers story. This is a book that was, if we remember correctly, my grandmother gave this to my dad about 25 years ago. It's been in the family since. really cool book. It's been some years since I've read through it, and I was pretty young when we got this book, and my mom actually just found it and got it out and said, you might be interested in seeing this. And I thought it might be kind of an interesting segment on the channel. If maybe I come and I might read a couple of pages out of this book for you guys. I don't know. Let me know if you think that might be just weird, or if that's something you guys might want to tune in and read about it. But it pretty much starts from the beginning, Allis Chalmers, all the way through when they closed up production. So that's pretty neat. Pretty neat book. Let me know what you guys think of that. If that just be, like I said, if that just be weird, some guy reading a book to you, or if you might like that. Let me know. But I got a couple of little things to do to get ready here, and my coffee cup's about empty, so we better get that refilled. And I'm gonna get you set up on my GoPro, and we'll go from there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Alright, so here we go with the Russian doll situation. If you guys are still a little bit confused, I'll just go ahead and let BIBSTER explain that to you.
That was Burning Dinosaurs YouTube channel. I was watching Ed Gosling's YouTube channel, which is still up here. So I just thought it'd be kind of funny to have, we could start, you know, seeing how many people we can have of one person watching a YouTube video and a YouTube video of a YouTube video. I don't know. Maybe we can keep it growing. It'd be kind of funny. Get Shane Holson involved. See how many people we can get. You know. Anyway, I'm an idiot.
Not an idiot, BIBSTER. So anyway, that was my contribution to the Russian doll situation. Let's see how many we can go. So what is that? That's going to be 4 of them. He said he was watching Burning Dinosaur, watching Ed Gosling's. I have not checked out either of those channels, but I do plan to. Yeah. So anyway, see how many more we can get going in on this, and see what happens. But like I said, that was my contribution. Hope it helps. Well, I guess I am gonna, we'll get set up and I'll get to work. We'll get this thing fired up. I suppose that should be my next goal here. I've kind of been taking it easy this morning. Haven't been doing very much. Anybody like jalapeno peppers? One of our plants that we dug out of the garden. Doesn't grow very big peppers, and they're not very spicy, but they taste good. This thing next spring though, once it warms up, it'll take off. Something a lot of people don't realize is they'll live all year. If you keep them warm, they'll never die. They'll just pretty much keep on producing for you. So I know you guys have been seeing this plant wondering what in the hell I got going on, but it's a jalapeno. Alright, so before I fire this thing up, a couple of little things I did off camera. First, main one being is installed just a temporary temp gauge. The one that was in it is right here. As you can see, it's about 65 degrees in here. 64 it says over there, and it's telling me that it's freezing. So I mean that's not right. Anyway, that doesn't work. It looks pretty. Good display item. So anyway, I have a meat thermometer. Well, actually I have 2 meat thermometers inside that I get some hot water and tested this to make sure that it was correct, and it was right on with the meat thermometer as high as that goes. So another thing I wanted to talk about, in the video yesterday I said firing order 3. Well, look at that. Huh. Glad I messed with that. It popped right off of there. I have it on there right. So anyway, I said 3, 1, 2, 4, and that's not, it's kind of correct. It's not. Alright. So I'm going to bring you back to when I was a kid, pretty young, the first time that I worked on this tractor, and I was changing spark plugs. Wasn't doing very much to it at that point, just tune-ups and kind of learning things, I wanted to know what the firing order was, and I'm like, okay, what the 17 has it stamped on there, and I had done that before. And other engines that I'd done, they had it stamped on there, so I was looking around and I find this down here. And which this number, which after, I haven't thought about it until a gentleman, one of my viewers, his name is Mike, he pointed out that, well, I remembered the firing order 1, 2, 4, 3. You know, and I'm going, well, that, you know, wait a minute. That's how all of them are. And so I've never really put 2 and 2 together, I guess. So I got to looking at it, and it's just a stamp mark on here. And all these years I thought that this was a timing mark, or the firing order mark, and that they just, on the older engines, for whatever reason, they start on number 3 instead of 1. But that was just sheer coincidence on this, that's the forging stamp, the AM. And you get to looking at it down here. I can't really get it in the view, but real fine, there's an AM over here, and then there's the dash right there. You can kind of see. So anyway, that was just sheer coincidence. So when I said that that's the firing order on these, don't listen to me. Did not know what I was talking about. Zero insight on that when I said it. So I just wanted to clear that up. Like I said, that was just sheer coincidence for me that them numbers line up like that. So anyway, now that I cleared that up, I'll get you set up GoPro, and we're going to turn this sucker over to see what happens. Okay, so here we go. I got you guys set up in the driver's seat. Everything, all should be good to go. I don't have the gas on. That's important. Usually helps. Okay. Oh, I didn't hook my choke cable up. Oh well, I'll just work it from this side. So anyway, this tractor usually starts pretty easy. I'm going to choke it a little bit, see what happens here. That's important, right? Run myself over, that'd be great. Alright. Oh. Jesus. Give it juice. That helps. Right now we're just using a little alligator clip for our power. I'll be getting a couple of little button-up things on this. Is getting the lights wired up. I need a regulator for the generator. The generator was rebuilt, and then the regulator didn't work. So regulator for it, and then getting a new switch to go in here. It's kind of a funny thing with the resistors in here. Changes like the high and low charging. I'll have to read how that works exactly. It's been a while, but it changes the resistance. If I'm right, it changes the resistance inside of here to create a high or low charge, and then if I remember right, I think it's a high and low. I don't know. Don't take my word for that. It's been a long time since I've messed with one of these. So, but anyway, we'll be getting a new switch put in here. I guess I'll record that, doing that stuff, but that'll be in the future. Right now, we're just trying to get it to run. So, now that I got power, I'm gonna unchoke it. It's because I might have flooded it right there. So, here goes nothing. Really? Don't believe it's flooded. Put a little bit more in there. Well done. It is pissed at me. Damn. Wonder if I bet I flooded this thing. It's so easy to flood. They start so easy. With the hand crank, when you got them running, you literally just walk up and give them a half a turn, it seems like, and they fire up. I'm going to say I flooded it. Huh. Okay. That generally means something isn't right. Well, we got gas. It's unflooded. It's dripping gas. Okay. Why are you dripping gas? I didn't flood you that bad. I may have a needle problem inside of the needle, or a float problem, actually. It's dripping gas right now, so. Okay. Just gonna shut the gas off here. I'm gonna open it up, see what happens. Really? It's odd. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and say I did something wrong. I'm going to go ahead and look over a couple of things and see what exactly I did wrong. If it's just the card messing with me. Huh. I'll think about this for a second. I'll bring you guys back when I figure it out. Okay, so just gave it a small shot while I wasn't recording, obviously, and it fired up. Timing wasn't quite right, and of course I come and turned it the wrong way and killed it, so now that I'm recording, it probably won't start again, right? I don't know what the hell's going on here. I got something's going on in this card, I'm guessing. I'm gonna have to take this piece of crap apart. Okay. Crap. Try this again. Try this one more time.
Okay, so it was just being ornery. Me being afraid to choke it and flood it out was actually the problem. I wasn't giving it enough gas. So, just me worrying about stuff. However, here we are. Fired up. I got, right now the valves are set at 12,000. They're supposed to be 10,000 hot. So we're putting it through a heat cycle. I hope I'm not yelling at you guys and you can hear me. We're gonna let this get warmed up. We're gonna keep an eye on things. Oh, I'm dripping out of that petcock. Get that tightened up. We're gonna look for leaks. Like I said, we're gonna get this up to temperature, and then I'm gonna wing this off. I'm gonna tighten this head back down and re-rack the valve. And then when it's a little bit quieter in here, I'll bring you guys back to that. But as of right now, I am pretty happy. Everything's going pretty good, so we'll bring you back once I get it through its heat cycle.
Okay, everybody, so kind of embarrassing here. I forgot to do something that is very, very, very important when you do an overhaul on this. So you heard that I got it running. As soon as I shut the video off, I looked down here at my oil pressure, and I had none. Click, shut her down. You dummy, you dummy, you dummy, you dummy. You forgot to prime the oil pump, you dummy. So, there are a couple of different ways of doing this. This is how I like to do it. I like to take the spark plugs out, hook a hose up to your stand-up pipe on the oil filter, and then you fill this up with oil, and you hold this here and you let that run down inside of the oil pump. Alright, so then once you do that, be interesting doing this while holding the camera. I might be able to, that should be okay right there for purposes. So once you do that, you got all your plugs out, so everything goes pretty simple. You can turn it over, see it pumping. I like to pump all the bubbles out of that. Oh, gotta love 6-volt. Barely even turned it over and it died. It's dying. So we pumped all the bubbles out of that, and we got, basically now you can see that I've got oil pressure. So I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to get this oil filter back on here, and get the spark plugs back in it, and finish this heat cycle. So, well, I guess start the heat cycle, because it didn't even start to get warm yet. So here we go.
Okay, so there it is. We're back. We have oil pressure. Hey, look at that. Warming everything up. Seems to be running pretty good. Hear a little bit of extra valve noise there. Because of the way we're set. So anyway, we're gonna let it do its thing. Get up the temp, and we'll get back with you.
Okay, so I just shut it down. We threw the heat cycle. I took the time while it was warming up to get all of my tools ready. I got spark plug wrench, torque wrench. This is a tool. It's a tool that I made that is actually the wrong size, so hopefully I don't need that. I actually made that for retorquing head bolts on a which one was that? That was the 301 and the 426. doing the second torque down. So first thing is first here. I got the nuts off of here, so I'm just going to take this off. If you notice, when I let's see if I can show you. When I did this, I put the right stuff gasket maker on there so that I didn't have to deal with that. Such a pain in the rear end. I'll set this right here. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, get you guys set up. I'm going to take the spark plug out, number one. This isn't exactly necessary, I guess. This flywheel does not have a timing mark. I don't know if they just didn't have timing marks or if this is like an aftermarket flywheel or something. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't read in the book, but there's nothing on the flywheel just from looking at it. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, make sure I got ignition and everything off. Obviously, that's a good idea. Got my little wire here that I'm going to take into the cylinder here. So now I can feel the top of the piston right here. Until it's about halfway either down or up on its stroke, I'm not sure yet. Best way to turn this over, I guess hit the starter a couple of times. Sure, why not? Just to kind of get it. Alright, so it was going down. See, so right there I am pretty darn close. Right up at the top of that. Just not quite. I mean, not quite. Okay, right there it be. Right at the top of the stroke. You can feel it because there's no... Whoa, 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 Jesus! Well done. Well done. That was nice. Wind blew over my cup. Spilled all over the place. My coffee. It's okay though. No big deal. Had the windows open to clean the, or well, to get the fumes out. And it flew over here and it blew my coffee over. It almost ruined my foot, but I got lucky and it didn't get wet somehow. Just the outer cover got a little wet, so that's good. A dumb thing to have happen when you're trying to go through and completely soak my wallet, so that's nice. Oh, crap. Okay, so I'll finish dealing with that later. I'm going to close this door quick. Okay, it's gonna go through its thing. Nothing's working out for me right here. So anyway, I am at the top of the stroke here. Pretty close. Do some adjusting by hand. This is where I'm at. Okay. So now, this is telling me, I'll show you. This is the number 4 right here. This is number 4. So when you lift this up, that is pointing at number 4. So that's telling me that I am actually on top dead center of number 4. Okay, so number 4 should be resting, which it is. Let me see where. So, number 4 is resting, or closed, whatever you want to call it. So then you can, this one and this one. So we're going to adjust these two, and then we'll spin it back over. And we'll show you that. Alright, now maybe I can shut this door. Turn the heater back on a little prematurely. Alright. Okay. I like warm. I like warm. That's my favorite. Is being cold and working on this stuff. Okay, so now I've got my torque wrench here, which I am hoping, yes. On this head, I don't need to use anything to get around the valves, the valve train, or take the valve train off. This here is a tool that I devised for the engines that have the head bolts underneath of these. So then you get it there, and then you get your torque wrench on there, and you can get torqued without A, taking these off, and then B, on like the 426 and the 301, these are actually torqued down head bolts. So you don't want to take them off. I don't know, there's something funny about it. Don't mark my words. Anyway, you don't want to take them off, you don't want to take it off, and they actually made a tool like this, but I can't figure out how to make one. And a gentleman was talking online that Lyle tool company was in his hometown, and he said that they take tool ideas and put them into manufacturing. I think that might be something that a lot of guys would probably like. I was unable to find one. Not saying they're not out there, but I wasn't able to find one, and so anytime, like if I needed it on this one, I'd have to make another one because it's a different size head bolt. So, okay. Oh, I did do that one already. Ooh, get some out of that one. Got some out of that one too. Did that. Chicka ticka. just one more time, just to be sure. Make sure you don't go past your click. 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 I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. There we go. We are re-torqued down. Another tip. Never store your torque wrenches. Well, always store your torque wrenches on 0. Something to keep them. Something to know to keep them accurate. A lot of people probably do know that. But something I always do. Okay. Now that I've got it all torqued down, grab a towel, wipe just a little bit of oil off my hands. I'm actually going to grab a pair of gloves. Okay. Oh, I'll take my jacket off. I'm up in here pretty quick. Alright. So on this engine, we're looking for 10 thousandths. Get to this. Okay, just gonna loosen these up. So because I'm on number 4, I'll be doing 3, 5, 7, and 8, because they are all on their resting position. Okay. Get everything together here. There isn't really an easy way of doing this by yourself, because you got 3 different tools that you're trying to use. But you want to be able to feel just a little bit of pull on this feeler gauge. Okay. Probably a good thing my coffee spilled. I don't need any more. Drink about 1 cup too much. Got the coffee shakes going on here. Jesus. Didn't eat much for breakfast either, so that doesn't help. But it's okay. So, got that. We've just, like I said, just a good amount of pull. You want it to fit in there good, and you want it to have just a little bit of drag on it, which it does, and I am very happy with it. So, move on to the next one. Right there, I'm happy. Check it after you torque it down. Yep, happy with that one. On to the next one here. Good amount of drag on it. Perfect. Go. And one more. Yep. Oh yeah. Some amount of drag. Huh? You guys ever seen these before? But they're actually designed for doing valves, and I like them. Found this one at Farm and Fleet. This is another one of them performance tool deals. It seems to perform pretty good though. I like it. Okay, so now that I've got them done, we're going to turn this back over, and we're going to bring this number 1 back up to top dead. But like I said, we were on number 4's top dead stroke, so I'm going to bring it around to number 1's top dead stroke. After I drop a couple of things. Find my wire here. Clean that off. I'm literally just going to set this wire in here because I feel where it's at right now. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over. Whoop, went too far. Where am I at again? Yeah, see, I went all the way around. I went too far. There we go. Yep, perfect. You can feel that there's no, I don't know, it's just kind of a feeling thing inside of there. You can feel that there's no, when you're going over, you don't hit the cylinder wall. You can just feel that there's, you know what I mean, that it's all the way up in its cup. There's no ridge there. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. Okay, but anyway, now we've got number 1 in its resting spot. So you're going to have 1, 2, 4, and 6 now. And again, you take this off, your rotor, maybe, if I can get it off, it's going to be facing number 1. Just like it is, facing towards number 1. Spark plug. Or spark plug wire, I should say. So, got that done. Go ahead and do these quick. I think you guys get the point of it. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here, and I'll go ahead and I'll set the valves, set these, and get the valve cover back on it. Put the tin work on it. I mean, I don't think you guys need to see that. But then hopefully the next thing that you see is me driving this thing out of here. So, here we go. Alright, so I got 10 on it. Like I said, this temperature gauge is just going to be temporary for now. It's just kind of hanging out there. That's actually going on our Series 4 17 is what that was actually bought for. But anyway, I got one of those ordered today while I was off camera. So yeah, everything is done. I got a little sidetracked. Few friends of mine stopped by with their snowmobiles, and been a few hours. I got kind of sidetracked on it, but it is ready to go. I don't know if I don't know, I probably won't drive it out of here. I'll probably just end the video here tonight. So thanks for watching. I guess the only thing that you really missed was me driving it out of here. So I guess you can just imagine it's running right now. Put, 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 put. The door's open there, and I'm just put, 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 put. There I am. I'm out of there. All right. So that ends the video. So if you like this one, give me a like and a subscribe, and we'll catch you again on the next one. We'll be starting a new project. That's going to be the D19 with the 4-cylinder turbo diesel in it. Finally get to start working on the hydraulics on that. So other than that, this project was a go, and there we have it. Thanks for watching.